Khan. Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwath. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to touch on this video. This is actually going to be a two-part video. All right. A few things I noticed with this video, with this clip of pretty much this dude Demon Hakar calling into Zion Lex's platform. And he said a few things, man. He said a few things that, I mean, it's already self-explanatory, that these guys are sold out. But you know, as they speak, you know, if you, Elder Apostle Tahar said something a long time ago, on a video years ago, I remember. He specified. He said, "What? Give a nigga enough rope, and he'll hang himself." Okay, and what these guys are doing, they're so blinded. All right, this dude Demon Hakar and Hassan, which I think Hassan is leading the charge, but that's yet to be found. That's neither here nor there. But needless to say, those guys and guys like them, just, hey, give them free course. Let them do their thing. At the end of the day, it'll all come out. It'll all come out. And on this show here, he says a few things through the spirit. You could see where his mind's at. All right? His mind, all right, is his foundation is this earth, is this world, man. All right? They have no intentions on seeing Yahweh Shai come back, man. Okay? Nor do they want to leave with Yahweh Shai on the chariot. Okay? These niggas don't want to get left here. These niggas don't want to get left behind here, man. In Esau's world, man. Okay? And you're going to see that. I'm going to play this clip. You know? And you can see these guys are not, preaching Yahweh Shai Mashiach in sincerity, man. All right? They're doing it for vainglory. All right? And ultimately for selfish ambition, man. As you see the title. You see, when you, let me see here. Let me do this real quick. I want to get this precept real quick. When you go to the book of Philippians chapter 1, right in verse 15, I got it in the NLT, New Living Translation. It goes into this. Philippians 1 and 15, and it reads, "It's true that some are preaching out of jealousy and rivalry, man, right? But others preach about Mashiach with pure motives. They preach because they love me, for they know I have been appointed to defend the good news. Those others do not have pure motives as they preach about Mashiach. They preach with selfish ambition, not sincerely, intending to make my chains more painful to me, man." Now, when you get this meaning of selfish ambition, it goes into what? Selfish ambition is a destructive drive for personal gain, power, or recognition, prioritizing one's own interests above others, okay? Often leading to manipulation, conflict, and unethical behavior, man. All right, hence why overnight, all right, their doctrine went from A to Z, okay? They went from heathen are going to captivity, heathen can't be saved, to heathen can be saved, there's only a remnant that's going into captivity. Okay, complete madness, man. But a clear distinguishing fact that they sold out. All right, we're gonna keep shedding light on these guys, man, because again, there's elect, all right, within these wayward congregations. There's elect that are listening, okay, or stumbling upon lessons on the daily within these other congregations, man. And all it takes is one lesson, okay, for them to come across the true men of the Lord, all right, and their soul be delivered from the snare, all right, of these wicked, scorpion, viper-like niggas, man. Like Yahweh Shai called them. Bear with me. Because they're amongst us today. They're back again. All right? Hey, if we're going to, through the Spirit, we're going to call them out. All right, we're going to, prophesying is going to be priority. All right, but hey, when the moment arises, and we're going to put the scopeo on these reprobates, man. Okay, especially as they continue to, dig themselves a ditch. You know, it allows the men that Yahweh Bashim Shai is truly dealing with to shed light on their fallacies, to shed light on their falsehood, man. You see, and ultimately, Lord willing, and the elect sees it and say, "Oh wow," and dips up out of there, man. That's hey, we suffer all things for the elect's sake, man. And we know these niggas are too far gone. Demon Hakai and Assad, they're out of there, man. They've already tasted it tells you in I think that's Hebrews 8. You know, they already came into the reality of the truth, man. They've taken their hand, they've went back to their vomit, man. Is what they've done. They sold out. They know what they're doing. All right. Now when you listen to this phone call, listen to this real quick. Now, again, Lord willing, as I mentioned before, this is going to be a 2-part lesson because there's something else I want to shed light on, but I'm not going to have time to do it right now. I want to shed light on this point of this conversation he had with Zion Lex real quick first. Bear with me.
I know somebody better come through all these damn text messages. All right, here we go. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Priest Akai, a.k.a. Deacon Genesis, a.k.a. Deacon Sakari. I just want to give a mighty, mighty shalom to their brother Zion Lex, man. Powerful, powerful presentation.
Facts.
Big salute to you, man. We come a long way, right?
Man, you know we did. We got to do it. Like my brother Hassad said, hey, we're going to either have to grow or get left behind.
That's it, brother. That's it.
Let's pause that right there. You heard what he just said? All right, him and Hassad had came to the conclusion that they either got to grow or get left behind. What do they mean by that? What do you mean they got to grow or get left behind? What does that mean? Hey, let's make it make sense. As we can see, okay, they're not talking to wanting to grow in the truth of the Lord because they switched up the doctrine. Okay, the masses of the people believe in what? The Gentiles in the New Testament being the heathen. Apostle Paul's mission was oriented around delivering, saving the heathen for whatever reason. You see? Think about it. They got to grow or get left behind. Okay? Hey, they don't want to get left behind according to the standards of this world, man. And he still represents Sakari, you heard him. Hence why they still got them spirit. They got a defiant, all right, reprobate spirits on them. They still stand on that foundation of their sex deviant ex-leader. You know, him and Hassad were talking. They either got to grow or get left behind. Hey, what does that mean? Because Yahweh said the Lord's dealing with a remnant. What do you mean you got to grow or get left behind? Let's hear it again.
That's it. By the way, I did check out you guys' presentation on this particular
I don't trust it. I don't trust this dude as far as I can throw him. I don't know him.
Bear
with me. I don't know him. But Zion Lex, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I don't know him though. But listen.
Zion Lex, man. Powerful presentation.
Facts.
Big salute to you, man. We come a long way, right?
Man, you know we did. We got to do it. Like my brother Hassad said, we're going to either have to grow or get left behind.
That's it, brother. That's it. By the way, I did check out you guys' presentation on this particular platform, and I agree with you.
All praise.
You see that? So he has seen the slideshow they done put together regarding the heathen can be saved, they have salvation, and the old boy Zion Lex agrees with him. Okay, so we clearly see that the Lord's not dealing with him. You see? The Lord's obviously not dealing with him. But let's continue on listening. So you heard it, all right? They got to grow. Him and Hassad were talking. They got to grow or get left behind. That's definitely, hey, listen.
Facts.
Big salute to you, man. We come a long way, right?
Man, you know we did. We got to do it. Like my brother Hassad said, we're going to either have to grow or get left behind.
That's it, brother. That's it. By the way, I did check out you guys' presentation on this particular platform, and I agree with you.
All praise to the Most High, brother. I appreciate you, man. And, you know, I don't know. It had to be Satan and the demons that we haven't linked up in the almost 20 years I've been hearing about you.
Likewise, man. Likewise. You know, sometimes differences arise among brothers. And, you know, we all have our clique. We all have our people that we're with. And sometimes out of allegiance to others, we get carried away. I got carried away in harboring hatred for certain Israelite groups because of who I had allegiance to. And some of us have that as well. But I could definitely tell you this. I know you're a real one. And one thing about being a real one is
real sellout.
Recognize another real one.
A real sellout is going to
reason
recognize
why
another
from
sellout.
this day forward, we shouldn't go on to Bill.
Facts.
And you know what's crazy? Before we even tuned in, me and Hassad said we're gonna put together a dream team. I can't say the other brothers who we said we wanted on the dream team, but we for sure said Zion Lex has to be on this dream team.
And that's the key takeaway to what I want to bring out in this lesson. This nigga's talking about him and Hassad and emotion of trying to concoct the dream team, bro. What? There's an ulterior motive. They're letting us know. It's right here in our face. This is what they're doing. This is the mission that they're on, man. They done sold out the E, all right? And now they're fulfilling his will. You see? Distract and confuse and snare as many of them Jake as you can. What dream team? What's he talking about? The dream team is the elect. Starting with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. What in the world is this dude talking about, man? But again, going back to the title, selfish ambition. All right, this is why we're seeing this destructive behavior. Because ultimately these guys, like many other guys, they want to seek, the scriptures go into preeminence, man. All right, man, let's go there real quick. But before we go there, let's listen to this dude one more time. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Facts.
We're not making this up.
Crazy. Before we even tuned in, me and Hassad said we're gonna put together a dream team. I can't say the other brothers who we said we wanted on the dream team, but we for sure said Zion Lex has to be on this dream team.
I'm with it.
He's with it. Zion Lex said he's with it. And according to a brother on the comment board, this nigga was smoking cigarettes. Let me go get it. I see it now, brother. I seen what you posted. And we could probably find receipts on that. And shalom to you, beloved Aki Aminakwa on the comment board. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatham to you, beloved Aki Aminakwa. So, the brother Oski 360, he said, I remember when Zion Lex was around. Matter of fact, I can't see all this. The whole. My comment board's messing up on me. Evil E. Here we go. I might be able to get it. I might have to I can probably just look on the phone. Let me see something real quick. This dude's technology ain't shit, bro. Real talk. Esau's technology ain't shit. So I'm gonna go ahead. Bear with me, Akim. I want to get what the brother had. I want to read what the brother put up. Let's see if this works now. Bear with me. Damn, man. This is complete madness. All right, got it. Madness, bro. All right, this is from OC360. He said, Shalom Maki Albashman Shabrakata. He said, I remember when Zion Lex was around. He was smoking cigarettes while teaching. Not sure if he's still doing it. Hey, Lord willing, he repented from that. But needless to say, y'all can already see that guy ain't right. You can hear it by the tone of his voice. You know, you could tell, you could look at him. A man should be known by his look. He got an energy on him. Like, you could tell hey, again, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I don't know him, but I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I'll say that. But anyways, going back to the talking point. All right? These guys, Demon Hakkad, Hassan, and many guys, they're trying to seek preeminence of the Lord. When you go into the scriptures, let me see if I can get this. Bear with me. I believe it's the book of Ecclesiasticus. Let me see something real quick. The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach. Chapter 7 and verse 4, and it reads, seek not preeminence. Okay? Seek not the Lord preeminence, excuse me. Neither of the king the seat of honor, bro. Okay? Now, when you get this word preeminence, it goes into what?
Preeminence.
All right, preeminence. The fact of surpassing all others. Okay? Superiority, man. Then he say he wants to put together a dream team. Doesn't a dream team surpass everybody? All right? And if it's none of the Lord, okay? It's going to be the furthest thing from a dream team. It's going to be a dream team of the 2/3 is what it's going to be. That's a lot. The dream team of the 2/3. That's the title. Look at similar words: superiority, supremacy, greatness, excellence, prominence, importance, prestige, fame. Okay? This is what they're trying to seek over the Lord. All right? The Lord didn't tell us to formulate a dream team. No, the Lord told us to what? Preach the word. All right? Give this truth to those that are meet for repentance, man. You know? Preach the word, bro. Because at the end of the day, preeminence belongs to Yahweh Shai. Let me go get this real quick. And see, wait, when you fall victim to the love of money, it blinds you, bro. Let's see here. Is that Colossians? Let me see something real quick. Come on, the book of Colossians. Verse 18 is the point, but I'm going to start up. I'm going to start at verse 12. Colossians 1 and 12, and it reads, giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet, right, worthy, right, to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints of light, who have delivered us from the power of darkness and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear son, man. And we're in the process of having this word. It is a form of divine power, man. All right, having this word, we're already seeing the reality of the kingdom, man. Having this truth. You see? But this is not enough for a nigga, though. You know? No, Jake wants to win on this side, and he wants to win on the other side. Jake doesn't want to be patient and wait for his reward that Yahweh Shai said he's coming with. But it's okay. You're going to get a reward, all right. Right, you Jake that think you're doing something valuable for yourself. Who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature? Right, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him, man. Right? And he is before all things, man. Talking to Yahweh Shai. And by him all things consist. Look. And he is the head of the body of the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence, man. You see? So the Lord Yahweh Shai is the one that surpasses us all, man. You see? You're supposed to be trying to be part of Yahweh Shai's dream team. All right, not sit up here on some 2/3 niggas platform talking about how you're trying to formulate your own. All right, these men have completely lost their mind. But this is how it's supposed to be, man. There must be individuals in this thing that are just not right. You know, they're just teaching damnable heresies, you know, and just going completely left. You know, and ultimately they think they're doing something profitable for themselves, man. All right, they think the Lord's not going to settle the score with them. But what does the scripture say? You know what? Precept just hit me right now. A way may seem right to a man. What is that? Let me type this in real quick. There it goes. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12, and it reads, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, bro. Okay? So as much as these guys think they're doing the right thing, they think they're becoming self-sufficient. All right, listen to him. Me and Hassan, we were talking. We gotta get Zion Lex on the dream team. You gotta get, and this nigga's down with it. Because at the end of the day, they're not doing this in sincerity. They're doing this for filthy lucre. You know, and they're making it plain. They're not even hiding it. You see? So for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there that are seeing this, hey, you're going to fall victim, all right, to the same judgment that's going to come upon these guys, man. You're going to fall victim. Let me get this real quick and I'm out. This is why we're galvanizing you to get away. Real quick. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 14 and verse 9, and it reads, and if the prophet be deceived when he have spoken a thing, I, the Lord Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, man. Right, Job 12 and 16, right? The deceiver and the deceiver belong to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. And these niggas ain't scared of this. They read this thing. Jake ain't fearing the Lord. That's what it is. Jake don't fear the Lord, bro. 2/3 don't got the fear of the Lord. They're like Esau. Doesn't Ephesians tell us that they come in the spirit of the prince of the power of the air, right? Which is the spiritual demon Satan. That's the same spirit that works through Esau. Esau doesn't fear the Lord. Okay? He's not worrying about what's going to come at the end. Esau's about right now. Okay? He's the, Like the beloved brother Yashamanta said during the lesson, yo, brother, that's a fire title. I think I'm going to use it through the spirit. You did inspire me to use it as a title for a lesson. The most wicked heathen to ever do it. Evil E. The most wicked heathen to ever do it, bro. It's Esau. All right? This nigga, he does not fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai at all. You can see it in his works. And this is the spirit that 2/3 got on them. They got a fearless spirit. Here it is. These guys are placing themselves in the position of men of the Lord, right? And you know they've read this, right? But they're disregarding it. Why? Because they don't fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But this is the reality of their fate right here. This is the reality of their fate. Let's continue on. Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 10. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. Okay? If you seek unto these false prophets, guess what? You will be destroyed with them. And this is why we're warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to watch out. There's wolves in sheep's clothing, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. A double honors to the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. A Lord willing, you beloved Akiyam and Akwath will edify, spiritually fed, and Lord willing, inform through the spirit power, mercy, and grace of our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Watch out, Jake. Hey, repent. You know, get away from these renegade rogue niggas, man. Get away. You see, or you're gonna get caught in the crossfire, man. Shalom.